Gather round, everyone. It's time for another update of the Dating Hunger Games 2022. So I've been trying to date like a man, where I swipe right on everyone on the dating apps and I see what I get. And today we meet the tributes. First up, we have Brendan, aka Blue. And Brendan is not a fan of the Hunger Games. He's never seen it, but he is a fan of sass. We're still waiting to see what happens there. I might ghost this one. We'll figure it out. Next, we have Brian, who is taking it as a true competition and thinks that he only has 17 days to win, so he's ready to put in the effort. We like to see it. Next up is Kyle, aka Red. He is one of our current front runners because not only is he taking it as a competition that he intends to win, but he has already asked me on a date, and that's great. Next, we have Dan, aka Yellow. He gave me a mediocre opener of good morning, and that's about it. He's not really talkative, so we're probably gonna ex-nay that. He's gonna be in the Fallen soon. Another front runner, we have Chris, who hasn't seen the Hunger Games, but he does know that the penalty for failure is death, so he's gonna be on his toes. And he's also a fan of Christmas movies, and I like that. He also likes quesadillas, so Chris is a front runner. Next, we have Eric, aka Orange. Not really sure how I feel because he's not super talkative, but he did give me a Katniss gif and he said this is what he's been training for, so he's ready to go. Next, we have James, aka Light Purple. He's honored to be here, but he referred to me in the third person and I don't know if I love that, so We've got a second Chris, who also gave us a Katniss. Good use of gif, bad use of conversation, so we're giving him a second chance. He is redeeming himself slightly, so we've got him as a front runner as well. And now we pay tribute to the fallen. First up, we have Johnny. He started out strong, thinking my opener was funny, and he asked how I was doing, and then he ended on a closed conversation, and I just didn't have the time for that. And next we have Brad. Brad started out really strong, and then he came in with the cuddle thing, and it wasn't great, but I corrected him, and then he corrected himself and was like, I'm sorry. But then things got weird because he asked me on a date, and I said yes, and we planned a date, and then we exchanged phone numbers so that we could meet while we were on the date. But then he did the thing again where he was being overly sexual, and I didn't like it, and I said I didn't like it, and he got really, really angry and yelled at me. And so, no. Gotta control your emotions, bro. And finally, we have Brian, Thomas, and Mike. They never even made it off the platform. So sorry. So just for a recap, we have Kyle, Chris, and Chris as our 3 front runners. Also, if you're believing in the algorithm, just follow me. It's easier.